It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Rescue Towing, Command Family Medicine, and John's Heating and Air. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your new work week. It's going to be a beautiful start to the week here in the Ozarks. We've got temperatures in the upper 40s as of 5 a.m. today, and numbers are only climbing to the mid 70s. So significantly cooler across the Ozarks today than what we had over the weekend. What was up with that? It felt more like summertime. In fact, I saw on social media a lot of friends in the Ozarks posting that they were taking advantage of the summer-like weather and hitting the pools that are still open in a few communities. And it was certainly hot enough to do that. Others, well, out at the ball game or something on Saturday morning, you probably had to use sunscreen. Again, it was hot across the Ozarks. We had a UV index and high temperatures near 90 degrees. Just a scorcher of a weekend. Cold front came through on Sunday, and now we are enjoying much nicer weather across the region with nothing but sunshine, pretty much. That's what's in our forecast today. It was a little bit breezy yesterday as the front came through, and winds continued to linger behind that frontal boundary. That will also be the case today. In fact, in the forecast, even though I have sunny skies, we have a northeast wind in the forecast today at about 10 miles an hour. At times, that could gust closer to 15, so it will be breezy. It will be sunny, and we'll see a high temperature of about 74 here in Springfield. Cold front is now well to our south, and we are left with high pressure pretty much smack dab over the Midwest. It means a whole lot of sunshine for a wide portion of the country. And while we are enjoying this nice weather, once again, we are talking tropical weather with Hurricane Milton down in the Gulf. That's what developed in the tropics over the weekend. The Gulf totally primed for tropical weather because of the high temperatures there. The water temperature is so incredibly warm. It leads to this really unstable environment. So when you get low pressure to develop in that region, storms can just really kind of take off and gain strength as they do so. In fact, yesterday, Milton upgraded to hurricane force winds a little bit ahead of schedule, and this could potentially hit the United States as another major hurricane, meaning category 3 or above this week. West coast of Florida expecting that impact, but it's going to track all over central Florida as well. Florida already bracing for some of those impacts, and definitely preparations are underway. For us here in the Ozarks, no rain is in sight. While they are talking about heavy rain, in fact, torrential rain and flooding, a huge concern for our friends to the southeast. Of course, they already had a whole lot of water this fall, and we are expecting another round of heavy rain even before Milton gets there. There could be flooding problems. So storm surge is going to be just an absolute doozy there on the west coast of Florida by midweek. Fire weather conditions are expected here in the Ozarks. Well, they're dealing with the extra wet weather. We just have totally dry conditions, and it's so dry. In fact, relative humidity is so low that we're going to be talking about some fire weather concerns here in the Ozarks. When you combine the dry air with the gusty winds and the dry ground, the drought conditions that we have ongoing across the Ozarks, it's really a bad combination that can lead to high fire danger for the Ozarks as we head into the fall season. The drought is going to deepen across the area, where there is already a swath of moderate to severe drought back in our western counties. That's where conditions are worse, and rainfall looks very scarce for the next 7 to even 10 days. The first half of October shaping up to be very dry. Temperatures will remain near normal for now in the extended forecast, so at least we got rid of some of the high heat. But we do have winds today gusting to 10 to 15 miles an hour with humidity only at about 20%. So fire danger is going to be a topic as we head into the next couple of days. Today, I told you 74 degrees for the Springfield area. That's cooler than will be for the rest of the week, but tomorrow's not bad either. I think high temperatures will still land in the upper 70s on Tuesday. By Wednesday, we could be back to the low 80s, but that's not too far off of average for us for this time of the year. Around the country, all eyes on Florida as Hurricane Milton strengthens and continues to head toward Florida. This is expected to move on the west coast near the Tampa area. There have already been some talk of evacuations from the Sarasota area all the way down through Tampa and much of the west coast. So folks there are already preparing the home, getting ready to leave should they go under an evacuation order. And we are certainly going to be watching that situation closely this week. While that's going on the East Coast, on the West Coast, we are still talking about high fire danger and record breaking heat for parts of Southern California and for parts of the desert Southwest. We are talking about dry and windy conditions with high fire danger. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. The question that I had for you yesterday was, what is Homer Simpson's middle name? And if you listened to the show yesterday, you may have heard, well, the options started with A, J, and that is correct. My husband overheard me talking about this question and he said you should have made some of the other options start with J because he knew it was Homer J. Simpson, but he thought J was just an initial, not the actual name J. Uh, and it is J, like Jay is the correct answer. So, congrats if that was your guess. That is the correct answer. And it was actually a tribute. The Simpsons creator, Matt Groening, chose this name to tribute to Jay Ward. He was the cartoon producer who created Bullwinkle, Jay Moose, and Rocket J. The middle name of Homer Simpson is revealed not until season 10, episode 6 of The Simpsons. In that episode, Homer and Grandpa travel to Homer's mother's old commune to learn his middle name, which is indeed J. So, congrats if that was your guess. All right, here's the question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. What is the world's largest reptile? Do you think it is A, the Burmese python, B, the saltwater crocodile, C, the Komodo dragon, or D, the giant tortoise? Let me know what you think. No Googling, that takes all the fun out of it. But if you get a correct answer, you could win $50 to habaneros on South Campbell. So might as well enter. It is free to do so. You can do that at aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you so much to John's Heating and Air, Command Family Medicine, and Rescue Towing for sponsoring Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. And thank you for listening. What a nice Monday we have to kick off the new work week. I hope everyone has a fantastic and productive Monday.